Hey everybody, it's Dan. I am exhausted. I got my second COVID vaccine yesterday, and it's kind of wiping me out. So that combined with the fact that we lost our second volunteer for tonight's meetings, I'm going to be canceling this evening's meetings. But here's just a quick message. One, check out the video from Miss Conlin for the second week, the 3-ish minute meditation. I forget what we're calling it exactly, but check that thing out because it's great. And then also, I just want to affirm what we're doing for Lent, right? This week in the gospel, when we hear about Jesus transfigured and we get that peek behind his humanity and we see his divinity revealed and he's up there and he's just shining like the sun and beautiful and wonderful. And we hear the voice of God say, "Behold, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased." But then there's a little coda at the end of that says, "Listen to him." And we've heard that line from God before. "Behold, this is my son in whom I'm well pleased," a few weeks ago at the baptism of Jesus. But this week we hear this addition of "listen to him." But that in the midst of this thing that is beautiful and good and wonderful and just glorious, like Jesus has a message that needs to be listened to, right? Jesus has told his disciples that he will be persecuted and crucified and he will die. They didn't really listen that well, or they didn't take him seriously. So God tells them to listen to him. Listen to what Jesus has to say. And twice more after this point, we hear Jesus foretell his crucifixion. In the midst of this beautiful transfiguration where everything is wonderful and sparkly and good, we have this reminder that Jesus' crucifixion is coming. And I think when we look around our world, it's a bit rainy outside today, but when we look around our world and it's spring and people are getting vaccinated and the world is awakening and birds are singing and flowers are blooming and all kinds of wonderful good things. In the midst of that, we are called to remember that we are still in this season of Lent. And it's a season and it's a time for us to do the work of working on our own little lives so that we can get to somewhere better. And so my challenge to you, my question to you is this, is what is God asking you to work on this Lent? What aspect of your life, don't just give something up to give something up. Give something up because it's meaningful and because it's valuable and because it's going to help you in your journey to either restore the goodness that has always been inside you from the very beginning, right? That goodness that may have been obscured or mucked up by doubt or shame or fear or the words of a bully or whatever it might be. So what needs to be restored and what needs to be renovated in our hearts? What walls need to come down? What sin do we need to get rid of? What relationships do we need to change or walk away from or enter into? How do we need to connect with God in a more meaningful way? Because this season of Lent, the things that we give up, the prayer that we engage in, the charity that we do, the almsgiving, whatnot, it's all designed to transfigure us, right? For us to come out the other end more faithful and strengthened in our faith. And so whatever you're doing, don't do it for nothing, and don't do it just because that's what we always do. Do it because it has a real impact in your life, because it's going to do something really beautiful and valuable in your relationship with the Lord. So that's just my kind of affirmation. Even though things are great, be aware that we're still in Lent, and it's okay. It's okay to still be in this journey. This journey is not for nothing. This journey is to bring about real good in our lives, through revealing what's already there, uncovering the things that have been obscured, and taking down the walls of stuff that gets in our way. God bless you guys. Be assured of my prayers for you, and I'm sorry that we're not meeting this evening. I'll talk to you next week.